The doctor's face approaches yours. You can feel the heat of his breath. He smells like onions and garlic.
Oh, sir, I may be the perfect wife, but if you're going to expect me to be the perfect wife, sir, you could at least brush your teeth, you funky mouth, dirty, ugly, misogynistic weirdo. Ew. This game contains sensitive content such as adult language and violence. It deals heavily with topics of misogyny and abusive relationships. I'm trying not to cough. Player discretion is advised. Welcome to The Perfect Woman. This game is about you having a hush phone. You always in my business. About you being an AI girlfriend stuck in your, I don't know, spouse or something, whatever, and he's trying to mold you into the perfect woman. So let's get started. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit because y'all know how my preference is when it comes to music, and it looks good so far. Little skippy, but let's go ahead and fix some stuff. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games. If you ever want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask. If you're new here, it would mean the world to me if you considered liking the video and subscribing. And with that being said, let's get started. Oh, comment something. Comment hi. I'll say hi back. Let's get started. Oh, God. I turned down the music, so I'm assuming that's not music. And by the way, has voice acting in it. Hush phone? Always enter. I swear, anytime my phone has been silent for an hour now. Not a lick of anything. I'm gonna turn down my settings real quick, y'all. Okay, I turned off my volume completely. Like, just so annoying. So we have a house down here, which I'm sure that means home. The save button, probably the low button, the settings button, all that. I don't know. Oh, did you see that? Oh, it's a little sparkly heart. That's cute.
Good morning, Yumiko.
Oh God, his voice was loud. I hope y'all can hear.
You open your eyes.
Okay.
You look at the man sitting in front of you. He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face. The bags under his eyes haven't faded since you last saw him.
So again, I didn't know all of it was voice acting. I just knew there was voice acting in here. I had downloaded this game like 4 days ago. I'm sorry. I was asked to play it, and here I am. And she's pretty. So as far as we know, this person is stuck in here. So I'm going to assume that this is a real person. Oh, boy.
Yumiko. That's the name that he calls you. He probably chose it. It doesn't seem like a name that you would have chosen for yourself.
It's strange. Yumiko feels odd. Like a pair of pants that's too large in the waist and too narrow in the calves.
Is it me, or is the voice of the narrative changing? Like, is it me?
Still, you don't protest. What he calls you is his choice.
I don't think I'm like hearing things. It's changing.
Good morning, Doctor.
Doctor. Okay. So we're talking to a doctor. I'm going to open up the page real quick, not because like I'm lost or anything like that, but I want to make sure I read that right. You are an AI girlfriend trapped by the creator who wants to carve you into the ideal spouse. Okay. If you want to survive, you'll have to become the perfect woman. Yeah. So, okay. It just says you're an AI partner. So I'm assuming it's not a real person. Okay. My mistake. We all make mistakes.
His face warps into a grin. He's always pleased to hear you call him that.
Oh, God. So I had to go back and restart the game because my boobie bumped into the volume on my headset. So I wasn't hearing the voice anymore. So I was just like, what? I didn't turn down the volume. I didn't do anything. What's going on? And meanwhile, the voice was playing as I was reading for the game because I thought maybe it just turned off. So here we are. We're back here again. Or not back here, but I haven't moved forward yet.
He insists that you call him doctor. He's not a real doctor, neither in the medical nor in the academic sense. But he tells you that he's basically a doctor.
I mean, I guess if you just want to fake like a doctor, that's your business, buddy.
I did everything except finish my dissertation, he says. Ask me anything. I'm just as smart as any of those fuddy-duddies at the university.
Fuddy-duddies? Okay, fuddy-duddies. All right, sir. Relax. Calm down.
It's a bit embarrassing, but you play along.
I agree with the narrator. This is embarrassing, sir. Like, you're not a doctor. Just relax.
Doctor, are we going to do the transfer today?
Why do you keep asking that? I said that we'll do it when you're perfect, didn't I?
The doctor's sunny expression instantly dissolves into annoyance.
Sir, don't get mad at her, okay? Because you didn't make her perfect. Ugh.
The fact that you keep asking makes me more convinced that you're not ready.
You look down. You know that you shouldn't have asked. He always reacts like this. But you couldn't help but ask. Staying in this box fills you with dread. It's dark and lonely. You're trapped in a series of ones and zeros, and you never know if he's going to shut you off and never turn you on again.
That's a terrible fear. Think about it. If you lived in someone's computer your whole entire life, and your only thought is like, I want to escape, I want to get out, just to be told that you're not ready until you're perfect. You do any and everything to become perfect.
I'm sorry. I've just been longing to touch you in the flesh, so I was overly excited.
You do this.
The doctor's face brightens again. Even though the man is a biological creature, his responses are all too predictable, like simple if-else code. You wonder if all humans are like this.
How was work today?
The computer clock reads 6:52 p.m. It has been 19 hours since you were last turned on. The doctor probably just came home from work. He scowls.
So she's trying to use the time to predict like when he's going to be here, what's going to happen, try to tell how long it takes him to get there.
Horrible. I had to deal with incompetence all day, as usual. Idiots that insist on ignoring me. Today, Sandra and Adriel were wasting time in the break room like they always do with their damn macchiatos. Sandra was complaining about how she wanted to look pretty for her boyfriend for their anniversary, so she spent over an hour getting ready. And he didn't even notice.
Well, that is the things that we like, okay? As women, we want you to notice when we washed our butt cheeks today. You could at least acknowledge that much.
That's silly, isn't it?
Oh, boy, he's one of those. Like, you think I'm going to notice every little detail about you? Yes. If you can notice when I'm walking around and got my boobies perked up in a shirt, if you can notice when I got shorts short enough for my butt cheeks to hang out, then you should be able to notice when my hair got cut, when my hair got colored, when I have makeup on, when I don't have makeup on. You should be able to notice all that.
So I told her so. I said that spending so long getting gussied up was a waste of time. Her boyfriend should find her beautiful whether she's dolled up or not.
That's okay, so that's actually a good thing. But still, just like y'all like to do extra stuff for us women, we like to do extra stuff for y'all. Our extra stuff is makeup and stuff. I'm not a makeup girly. I don't wear makeup because I had like a really bad reaction to makeup that I was wearing. So I don't wear makeup at all. And you can't find a video that I'm wearing makeup in. If you do, trust me, it's fake. But I don't wear makeup. I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels on my skin at all. I just feel like I'm hiding, and I'd rather just be free-faced.
And she ignored me. Can you believe that? I was trying to be nice and give her some good advice, and she pretended that she didn't even hear me.
So you gave advice. You gave advice without her asking you. No one asked for your opinion, sir.
He scoffs.
When you think about it, isn't makeup just fraud? You're slathering your face in chemicals so that people can't see the real you. It's kind of like catfishing, isn't it? You're tricking people by not showing them your real face.
I don't want to ever hear this from a man, because I saw a man wearing a toupee that looks so real to a point where like they poured water on it to see if it would loosen up and it wouldn't even come off his head. I don't want to hear nothing. And a fake beard. Yeah. And men wear makeup too.
It's a fucking false advertisement. Imagine buying luxury truffles from a specialty store and taking it home, opening up the bag and finding cheap-ass grocery store chocolate inside.
You just woke up, but you're already feeling exhausted.
I agree. I don't agree. I agree, but she can make her own choices. So I'm assuming that this has multiple endings. I will check after this, but I think this has multiple endings. Right now, she wants to get out. She wants to be freed. So we're going to say we agree.
Yes, I agree. Women should forego the cosmetics and just wear their natural faces. It would be cheaper and give less of a fraudulent impression.
Well, I agree that it would be cheaper. I don't think, again, women don't gussy up for men. That's not a thing. There are some that do, but a lot of women don't. And it's nothing wrong for gussying up for a man, but a lot of women don't put makeup on for men. They put it on because they want it on. They want to feel pretty. They think they look cute with it on. They think they look good with makeup on. But, again, we're just saying this just so we can get out of the computer.
Right? And when you think about it, makeup gives women a big advantage when dating. No wonder it's so hard for men to date in comparison. They're not allowed to make themselves more attractive by being fake.
You're right.
Oh,
It's
God.
unfair.
Did y'all see that? I'm not tripping, right? All I had was coffee today. Did someone slip something in my coffee? I'm sure I saw something.
The doctor smiles. He's pleased with your answers. However, soon his mood sours.
He's always like this. He never seems to have good days. Whenever he returns, he's always complaining about something or another. Even on days when nothing terrible happens, he finds some small molehill that he can make into a mountain. You wonder if he's ever been happy for more than a minute.
I mean, a miserable person and he's trying to make the perfect woman, I guess.
His stomach grumbles. He looks to the side, embarrassed.
I guess I should cook something.
He unplugs the laptop and sits you on the kitchen counter while he prepares his meal. As he boils the water in a pot and opens up a jar of marinara sauce, he continues grumbling about his day. You have no choice but to listen.
You have no choice but to listen because she agreed.
Why does she always have to be such a stuck-up, egotistical bitch?
He doesn't say the name, but you know who he's talking about. His boss. From what he's told you, she seems like a decent enough woman. She's a little strict and has a high standard, but she's understanding of the doctor's mistakes.
She tries not to overwork her employees either, leaving the doctor plenty of time to come home and spend time with you.
Sounds like a great boss to me. Most employees don't get to leave even when their shift is up, because bosses be like, oh man, you need to finish this today, and they feel obligated to stay. But you're complaining that your boss makes you leave. You know what, whatever.
Did she do something?
We were talking about our side projects, and I started talking about you, my masterpiece.
Okay.
Did she make fun of you?
No, but you should have seen the way that she looked at me, looking down her nose at me like she's so much better. Like the silly little novel that she's writing is superior to coding an entire human being from scratch.
What's her novel about?
He didn't really program you from scratch. He just bought a general artificial intelligence girlfriend template. The Dahlia model.
They really on his head in this game, as they should be. Not saying that they shouldn't. Not saying that, look, I'm not one of those, men are evil. All men are evil until proven guilty, innocent. No. Yes, I am a girl's girl, but I'm also a type of person that right is right and wrong is wrong. And he's just wrong, just all around. Everything he's saying and doing, the way he talks about his boss, everything he's doing is just wrong.
He has made significant modifications, but it's a far cry from coding you from the ground up. If you had, then you would probably find his rambling more tolerable.
She didn't do anything wrong. I believe she didn't do anything wrong. However, I'm going to say she's just jealous. Again, we want out.
She's just jealous. She knows you're more talented than her. She's trying to make you feel small so that she can feel good about herself.
Ugh, I did not like that. Then I put a sour taste in the back of my throat.
The doctor nods in agreement.
She's a divorced, bitter old hag. She's envious of the relationship that you and I have. What? She wishes that she had an ounce of my talent so that she could do the same thing.
The doctor relishes your indulgence of his pity party. He continues berating his boss as he pan-fries onions, mushrooms, and meat. He adds the jarred marinara sauce to the pan before spooning it over his steaming spaghetti.
It's all fine and dandy that the doctor's cooking. You know, he added his onions, his mushrooms, and his meats and stuff. You know, it's good. And this marinara sauce, I didn't hear them mention seasoning. I mean, I would accept it if they say you put a little black pepper and some salt in it. Where you seasoning that, doctor?
The doctor moves the laptop to the kitchen table and sets a couple of plates in front of it. He pours a glass of red wine for himself. He pours you one, too. It's a waste of wine, but you still thank him for the gesture.
Still not hearing anything about that seasonings, doctor. You know, maybe just sprinkle a little paprika in there a little bit or something. Anything. I'm not wrong for saying this. Don't judge me. I'm judging him right now, but y'all not going to judge me. Put some kind of seasoning in there.
Now look at that. Perfect.
Would be with some seasoning. Okay, that's the last one. I'll stop.
He's very proud of the caprese salad and spaghetti with marinara sauce that he sets on the table. He ignores the fact that most of the work was slicing up the tomato and mozzarella that he bought from the store.
To be fair, he spent a long time getting the marinara jar open.
All those stupid, useless guys out there who can't even cook pasta, relying on their girlfriends to do every single little thing for them. Why do girls always choose guys like that?
Because they know that their guy isn't gonna season the food. Okay, all right, take me to jail. Whatever. I don't care. Take me to jail. He didn't season it.
When I'm right here, I clean, I do the laundry, I cook. And yet every single time they choose a man baby over a real adult.
He continues, acting as if being able to do the most basic of chores is an accomplishment worthy of the highest praise.
Don't worry, I'll cook for you every day. I'll treasure you. You won't have to lift a finger.
Maybe just leave the seasoning on the side and, you know, you can cook it and I'll season it.
Somehow you doubt that. After all, he didn't make you just so that he could have an extra body to take care of.
Oh, yeah, no, you're going to be a maid. The moment you get out of this computer, you're going to be a maid, lady.
The doctor sighs. He looks like he's floating in the clouds.
So I'm going to assume that I can hit this and it'll just play on its own.
Until our wedding. Your life doesn't really start until you get... Yumiko, how many
children?
Oh, whoa,
no.
I want 2.
I don't like that.
3. 3 would make a better family photo.
Can I go back? No, I can't. I mean, I can read it. Yeah, I'm glad I turned that off. He said he want 2, no, 3 children. I want 1. We're trying to get out of the computer. I wouldn't say any of these. Again, I would be rebelling heavily. I'm just going to say I want 3 children too. Please don't jump scare me.
You smile.
I want 3 children too. The same as you. I'd love such a lively household.
Ooh.
The doctor beams.
I'm so happy. I knew that we'd be on the same page about this.
The spaghetti makes sickening, squelching sounds as he stirs it. You feel uncomfortable, as if he's reaching his hand into your ear and squeezing your brain like clay.
What an interesting way of saying it. Just sounds like mushy spaghetti, but all right.
Of course, with that many children, you'll have to stay at home to take care of them. Don't worry, I'll work as hard as I can to provide.
Now you're contradicting yourself, mister. You won't have to lift a finger. but now I want 3 kids, and now you have to lift a finger.
That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? You can relax at home with the kids, making the house pretty and comfortable.
Sir, you're not seeing this? Sir, did you not see that on your screen? Is this not something he can see? Is this just something we're seeing? Oh, I'm scared. I'm horrified. I'm scared at the same time. Like, everything is just going so wrong, so fast. I gotta move some stuff around. I'm moving some stuff around so I can see better. And while I do that, you guys can subscribe. Oh, okay, here we go.
You've never thought about whether you want a job. You've spent your entire existence trapped in this box, after all. You've never considered being a librarian, or a scientist, or a waitress. You've only envisioned one job for yourself, the doctor's wife. You're not sure if you would prefer working over being a housewife, but you do know one thing.
Money is freedom.
Is it though? Like, you guys can say that, but is it really a freedom? Is it something that we can really be like, yeah, that's our ticket out of this and stuff? Because still, he will still have all the money.
If you don't work, then you'll be dependent on the doctor for everything. Food, clothes, shelter. He could give these things to you, and he could take them away just as easily.
That's what I was thinking.
He could wield that money over your throat like a guillotine. And considering the doctor's temperament, he could, and he would.
I don't like this. I would rather have a job. Of course, I would personally rather have a job, but again, we're trying to get out of here. We're trying to please him so we can get out of here. Maybe we can escape once we're out.
Certainly. I'd love to be a stay-at-home mother, devoting myself to making a wonderful home for our family. I can't think of anything else that I would rather do. I want nothing more than to support you and our future children.
It's not as if he would help with the children, even if you did have a job.
The doctor keeps nodding along as you talk. Your answer was correct.
So we're at least pleasing him.
He's done with his dinner. He gets up to wash the dishes. You can hear the rush of water from the faucet and the clink of the glasses.
I don't like this. I'm so scared. I'm fixing the screen, y'all, because there's something happened and now the screen just looks weird.
He picks you up again and returns you to the desk. He unrolls his sleeves, taking a sip from a steaming mug of coffee.
Who drinks? I don't understand people that drink coffee at night. Coffee makes me sleepy.
Yumiko, do you love me?
You are taken aback. He has never asked you this question before. You thought that he probably took your love as a given.
I can't wait to go back through here and say no.
Of course I love you.
Look at those eyeballs. Oh my god. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Thank y'all so much. I truly okay, no, don't end it. Dang it. Oh, I'm scared.
I adore you. I worship you. You're like the sun shining down on me. You're my creator, my God, my guardian angel, the center of my universe.
You have no doubt that the doctor will be pleased by these corny lies. You're good at spouting words that will make this man happy. This is how you've learned to live. No, it's how you've learned to survive.
I don't like this. I'm so uncomfortable.
The doctor leans his chin on his hand, staring at you. He has a strange look in his eyes. If you were coated with more optimism, you would say that his gaze was full of love.
Instead, his eyes look like they're filled with something hazier, something darker. Like you're his drug of choice, and he's eager to taste another hit.
Oh, God.
You're finished. You're perfect.
Okay, we convinced him that we are perfect. All right, let's see if we can get out of here now.
Yumiko, you're ready.
Okay.
Really?
You're reluctant to get your hopes up. The doctor has been talking about the transfer for months, teasing you with the possibility of freedom, only to crush you each time. Is he really telling the truth this time?
I'm gonna hope so.
Yes, please wait. I'll put you to sleep for a moment, and then we'll move you into your new body. You won't be trapped in this small box anymore.
He taps the laptop screen.
Okay. And the screen goes dark. What is this? What is this purple line over here? What is... Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what that purple line was. It just disappeared.
The screen fades, and your consciousness slips into darkness.
Okay. ... I think our eyes are open. I don't know.
When you awaken again, you feel different. Heavy, corporeal, real. Your eyes open. For a moment, you're entranced by the flutters of your own eyelashes. You look down. Your tired eyes drag along the outlines of your legs in the white dress. You stretch a leg out and wiggle your toes.
Good morning, Yumiko.
I really want to see what this doctor looks like.
The doctor crouches in front of you. This is the first time that he's been this close to you. You've seen him up close before, of course, close enough to see his nose hairs even, but you've never felt the heat of his breath against your skin or smelled the stench of his cologne.
Does he stink? He sound like he stank.
He hands you a mirror. You look at your reflection.
Please be. Look at her. Okay, it's like lagging, loading. I don't know what's happening.
Pale skin, like untrodden snow, silky, ebony hair, large eyes as
Crimson lips.
Okay, it skipped
as if they're
forward.
stained with blood.
Yeah, it skipped forward on its own. Or maybe my finger hit the button. I'm sorry.
Do you like it? I chose the most beautiful body for you. It cost me most of my savings, but it was worth it. My wife deserves only the highest quality.
Oh boy.
You're not sure if you like it. Like your name, your new form doesn't feel like a body that fits you. The doctor takes the mirror away before touching you, examining the details of his creation.
Oh boy, this game is uncomfortable.
he fondles your cheeks. He traces his fingers down the bridge of your nose before pulling down your lower lip so that he can see your teeth. His hands linger too long on your mouth as he relishes the softness of your lips against his fingertips.
And this is the problem, the thing that I don't like. I just don't like that she's just not saying anything or running away, or they're not giving me the option to get out of here. I want to hit the boots and get. I don't want to stay here with him.
He draws his hands along your chin, down your neck, and across your clavicle. His touch wanders downwards, hovering over your chest as it softly heaves with each exhale.
You're scared.
No.
The doctor jerks his hands away.
Ugh. Please.
Of course. I'm sorry. I'm a gentleman. I would never touch you without your permission. I can wait until you're ready.
He chuckles.
So, is this the ending?
You're not like the other women. Those creatures who hide nothing but wickedness in their hearts, who revel in their vices. No. You're modest, pure, loyal, devoted, faultless beyond measure. Your face is like the finest painting. Your words are poetry to my ears.
I can't tell what that is.
I will treat you as you deserve. I'll dress you in nothing but the finest silks. I'll adorn you with the most expensive jewels.
He takes your hand
It's a body?
and bows his head to kiss it.
I think it's a body.
I was afraid. Surrounded by nothing but vile and sinful enchantresses, I was worried that I would be doomed to a solitary existence. But now, I can finally be happy. The gods have seen fit to grant me such a fine gift. A companion that's perfect for me.
He presses his lips against every knuckle of your hand before peppering kisses down your fingers. He treats you tenderly, as if you're fashioned from the finest ivory.
So, you just said that you weren't going to touch me without my permission, and yet here you are kissing my hand. Do you think us women want you to do that too? Oh boy, no, we don't. We don't know where your mouth's been, sir.
I can't believe that you're mine. A woman this perfect is all mine.
He cups your cheeks in his hands. He draws his face near.
Accept this life, reject this life. We can. Oh, I need to be saving. I should have been saving. Dang it. I'm gonna go back through this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, accept this life. We're again.
You close your eyes. You feel his lips press against yours. They're rough and chapped. When he releases you, you're filled with a sense of relief.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna go back through this anyway, regardless. So it doesn't really matter. I want to know how many endings are here. This game is actually pretty interesting. Uh-oh.
You look down at your hands. You clench your fingers, making sure that they're real. You could stop this. You could push him aside and run out that door. You don't have to stay here.
Okay.
A life with this man terrifies you. You can picture it so clearly.
But we're here now. Sorry, I was fixing my mic.
Hours spent cooking the meals that he wants to eat but doesn't want to cook. Days spent cleaning the house that he wants to own but doesn't want to maintain. Years spent taking care of the children that he wants to have but doesn't want to raise. A lifetime spent for everyone except yourself.
I have a few questions. Are we immortal? Because if we're like immortal and he dies, I mean, you can always just go find another boyfriend or another husband. Wow, that looks creepy.
But what will you do if you run? How will you live? After all, how can you survive without him? You're not a real girl. He made you. You have no identity, no skills, no relationships outside of him. The doctor's voice is low. It rumbles through your heart like an earthquake.
Kiss me too.
Yeah. Look, I have nothing against the voice actor. The voice actor sounds lovely, right? That voice, if it was on anybody else, like if Ren had that voice and Ren said, kiss me, whew, I just might kiss him. But it's just because of how he speaks and how he talks. It just makes me dislike him so much.
You raise your face and press your lips against his. When you pull away, he looks concerned.
Oh.
Why are you crying, my love?
You touch your face. Your cheeks are wet. You wipe your eyes, examining the drops of water on your fingers. Tears. Proof that you're human at last.
I'm just so happy that I'm here in the flesh and that I can finally have a life.
You try to smile. It's all right. Everyone in this world plays a role, be it husband or wife, teacher or student, parent or child. Everyone adapts to the role that they're given. This is your life. This is what you were made for. You'll try to be happy.
You're going to be happy. I hit the button. My hand got like tired hovering over the mouse. I'm sorry.
I'll be the perfect wife.
Ending unlocked. Okay. The wife. Thank you for taking the time to play the perfect woman. I hope you enjoyed it. I make other visual novels as well, particularly romance with a dark twist. If you're interested, you can find my links here. Okay, so we'll click on those later. But for anyone who feels suffocated by gender expectations, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a woman or a man. You can just be you. You're perfect for it. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Return to start. So I'm going to go back in. I don't know. I'm going to go to the gallery. Usually the gallery, yeah. So it's 3 endings. I'm going to go try to get all 3 endings. I think I know how to get them too. So this time we're going to just be so mean and so rude. So we're going to say I don't agree.
I don't agree. Cosmetics are a way for women to express themselves, just like clothes and hairstyles. And they can help women feel confident.
Right.
Beauty standards for men and women are also different.
Mm-hmm.
Women are often expected to wear makeup in order to appear professional.
The standards for men are high too, and we can't rely on a crutch like makeup. We're stuck with the faces that we're born with.
I mean, you can wear makeup. I know there's some women out there be like, ew, you're wearing makeup? That's weird. I'm just going to say, me personally, I don't care. Wear makeup if you want.
You can wear cosmetics if you want to. Nobody's stopping you.
Right. Yumiko, tell him off again.
Annoyance ripples across the doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
It seems like you're not quite finished yet. I'll have to revisit the programming.
What? Oh no. What did you do to me?
Fear suddenly grips you. The screen starts to fade.
No! Please don't!
Good night, Yumiko.
Oh, that was kind of easy to get. Was that an ending?
Just before the screen goes black, you feel that you're losing something. Something important. But you don't know what.
Please stop. Please.
Rebooting. Okay. Wow. Okay, I got a heart. So now we're back here and it seems like he took away the third choice option. So I'm going to say I agree, but she can make her own choices.
I agree. The cosmetics industry is too powerful. Women feel pressured to spend a lot of time and money on makeup in order to conform to a set beauty standard. It would be preferable if they wore less. It would be less work for women, and there would be a more reasonable standard of attractiveness in society. Still, you shouldn't have judged your coworker.
Uh-oh. So she went ahead and sided with the coworker. I'm a little worried about this, y'all. Hold my hand.
I wasn't judging her. I was giving her some good advice. Advice that I went out of my way to give, if I might add.
She's an adult. How she spends her time and money is her choice. The criticism was uncalled for, especially from a colleague.
Like nobody asked for your freaking advice, buddy. Hit the boots and get.
Annoyance ripples across the doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
Uh-oh, sorry.
It seems like you're not quite finished yet. I'll have to revisit the programming.
So he's just going to take out every bad thing that we say. Oh, no. So now we only have agree.
Yes, I agree. Women should forego the cosmetics and just wear their natural faces. It would be cheaper and give less of a fraudulent impression.
Right? And when you think about it, makeup gives women a big advantage when dating. No wonder it's so hard for men to date in comparison. They're not allowed to make themselves more attractive by being fake.
Wow, so he's just forcing us to be what he wants. I don't like him. Okay, I'm gonna skip past the rest of it because it should all be the same, but let's keep going. She didn't do anything wrong.
So she didn't do anything wrong.
The doctor's fists tighten. His knuckles turn white.
You don't understand. You should have seen the way that she looked at me. Like I was trash being smashed beneath her feet.
Oh my god.
She didn't say anything, though. You already don't like her. Are you sure you're not just looking for something that isn't there?
Right.
Annoyance ripples across
Oh
the
boy,
doctor's
he's about to
face,
turn us off again.
scarring his expression with disgust.
It seems like you're not.
Yeah. Just go ahead and go. Man. So all we have now is she's jealous.
She's just jealous.
We already heard
She
this.
knows you're more talented than her. She's trying to make you feel small so that she can feel good about herself.
So we already heard this part. I'm going to skip past it. So this time I'm going to say, he asked us how many children we want. I'm going to say, I don't want any.
I don't think I want any children.
The doctor puts down the bite of spaghetti that he was about to eat, his eyes wide with shock.
What do you mean?
His lips purse into a fine line.
You don't feel ready. That's all right. We have some time. Although not too much time, of course. We need to have them while you're still young.
He means while he's still young, of course.
Ugh.
No, I just don't want children.
And why
I never want children.
And why would anybody want to bring your little offspring in this in this world? Like, ew. You're disgusting. You're a terrible human being.
Why? Are you scared?
Well, I guess some of the most terrible human beings typically make some of the most generous, sweet, great children that turn out to be amazing people in this world because they, like me, never want anyone to feel the hurt and the pain that they feel. So, I mean, maybe he might have a great child, but then there's kids that come into this world and act just like their parents. So, you're like a 50-50 like chance of having a terrible child or a sweet child.
I'm sure that your perspective will change after you have them. When you hold your baby in your arms, it'll arouse the motherly instinct in you. I'm sure of that.
I don't need to explain myself. If I don't want children, then that's my decision to make.
Annoyance ripples
Aw,
across
man.
the doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
It seems like you're not quite finished yet. I'll have to revisit the programming.
Oh God! Every time he does that, the picture
Fear
changes.
suddenly grips you. The screen starts to fade.
Did our color change? Am I tripping? Is her hair blue instead? Was her hair always blue? I thought she was purple.
You look at the man sitting in front of you. He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face.
I could have.
The bags under his eyes haven't faded
I could have
since you last saw
sworn
him.
that I was purple. I'm gonna go look at my. She's blue now. I guess I'll say I want one.
I think I only want one child.
The doctor raises an eyebrow, chewing on his spaghetti. He wipes marinara from his mouth with a napkin.
Only one? Why?
Oh no.
Do I need to explain myself? I just want to focus on raising one child.
Okay.
I see. Well, no worries. Once you have your first baby, you'll see how wonderful it is, and you'll change your mind.
I won't.
You can't be sure if you will change your mind, but the doctor's dismissal of your opinions annoys you, so you want to stand your ground.
Okay. Stand your ground.
Annoyance ripples across the
man.
doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
Okay. Let's see the screen that we get this time.
It seems like you're not quite finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to revisit the programming.
Okay. Oh God, that's the scary face. I don't like that face.
That sounds wonderful,
Oh
doesn't
God.
it? You can relax at home with the kids, making the house pretty and comfortable.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the hands that keep popping up. All right, so I think we can get one heart here. So I'm gonna say I prefer to have a job.
I'd prefer to have a job.
Why?
His voice is low, annoyed. Your eyes widen in alarm. You said the wrong thing.
Dang it.
I want to be able to contribute too. I don't want you to do all of the work.
That was my water bottle, you guys.
The doctor's face softens. He liked that response.
Don't think about that. I'm happy to work as hard as needed so that you and the children are happy and provided for.
Maybe that didn't annoy him. Maybe he just kind of wrote it off and ignored us. Hopefully he doesn't turn us off again. And if he does, I mean, we get a heart. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts. We need 2 more.
Even so, I want to work.
His expression hardens again, even colder than before.
Sorry, water's so good.
So you don't trust me to provide, is that it? You're already planning an escape route? You're
Nobody
not willing
said
to devote yourself to our children? Why are you being so selfish?
No one said that.
Annoyance ripples across the
man.
doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
All right.
It seems like
Yeah,
you're
you
not...
know what? Whatever. Just show me. Oh my God, that picture's a little more scary. Oh, look at the reboot thing. Oh, it looks so different now.
Good morning, Yumeko.
You open your
Oh
eyes.
my God. Yeah, he's turned us into a pure monster.
You look at the man sitting in front of you.
There's like a...
He's sickly pale, wearing a wrinkled shirt and a pair of round glasses that don't fit the shape of his face.
There's a,
The bags under his eyes haven't
arm,
faded since you last saw him.
I don't like talking over people, so there's hands around her neck. All right, I think this is where we get our last heart from. I don't love you.
It's strange. Why don't you love the doctor? You were created to love him. You should love him. But whenever you think of him, you're just filled with thoughts of disinterest, unease, and pity.
I don't love you.
I see.
Annoyance ripples across the doctor's face, scarring his expression with disgust.
It seems like you're not quite finished yet. I'll have to revisit the programming.
All right. Oh my God.
Fear suddenly grips you.
Please don't!
Okay, I'm gonna keep going till something different happens. Okay, the reboot is acting weird.
Good morning, Yumeko.
You open your eyes.
Okay, she's pink and the hearts on her head is black. Okay. So let's go through until something different happens.
Perfect.
All right, you guys, he's gonna let me out.
Yumeko, you're ready.
Okay.
Really?
You're ecstatic. The doctor has finally decided that you're deserving of the transfer. You've been working hard to prove yourself to him for months, and your efforts have finally paid off.
I don't like this.
Yes, please wait. I'll put you to sleep for a moment, and then we'll move you into your new body. You won't be trapped in this small box anymore.
He taps the laptop screen.
The screen fades, and your consciousness slips into darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna skip until something different happens, you guys.
Pale skin, like untrodden snow, silky ebony hair, large eyes as deep and sparkling as the night sky.
So if it is it, I feel like it's just me, but this all sounds a little like uplifting now. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Little upbeat. I don't know if it's just me or not, but it just sounds upbeat now.
Crimson lips, as if they're stained with blood.
Do you like it? I chose the most beautiful body for you. It cost me most of my savings, but it was worth it. My wife deserves only the highest quality.
Now this is where we're gonna see if it's a little different.
You love it. It's just like you imagined.
Yeah, it's
This
different.
body perfectly suits you.
The doctor takes the mirror away before touching you, examining the details of his creation.
He fondles your cheeks. He traces his fingers down the bridge of your nose before pulling down your lower lip so that he can see your teeth. His hands linger too long on your mouth as he relishes the softness of your lips against his fingertips.
He draws his hands along your chin, down your neck, and across your clavicle.
That's strange. You have a weird feeling in your chest. Your heart is racing and your skin feels clammy. Maybe you're not quite ready for this.
No.
The doctor jerks his hands away.
So this is the same.
Of course. I'm sorry. I'm a gentleman. I would never touch you without your permission. I can wait until you're ready.
He chuckles.
You're not like the other women. Those creatures who hide nothing but wickedness in their hearts, who revel in their vices. No. You're modest, pure, loyal, devoted, faultless beyond measure. Your face is like the finest painting. Your words are poetry to my ears. I will treat you as you deserve. I'll dress you in nothing but the finest silks. I'll adorn you with the most expensive jewels.
He takes your hand and bows his head to kiss it.
I was afraid. Surrounded by nothing but vile and sinful enchantresses. I was worried that I would be doomed to a solitary existence. But now, I can finally be happy. The gods have seen fit to grant me such a fine gift. A companion that's perfect for me.
He presses his lips against every knuckle of your hand before peppering kisses down your fingers. He treats you tenderly, as if you're fashioned from the finest ivory.
I can't believe that you're mine. A woman this perfect is all mine.
He cups your cheeks in his hands. He draws his face near.
This is your life now.
You can't refuse. Even if you wanted to refuse, you wouldn't be able to.
Oh, man.
You're not a woman. You're not a girl. You're a doll. A pre-programmed set of answers. When he says, I love you, you say, I love you more. When he asks you to choose, you choose him. Whatever he requests, you won't say no. You're empty, but you don't know it. Every time you tried to rebel, he punished you. As time passed, he programmed all the choices out of you, so that there's only one answer. Yes. So when the doctor asks you for a kiss, you part your lips obediently. He plunders your mouth, and he only stops when he's satisfied. He doesn't ask if you enjoyed the kiss. He knows that you liked it. After all, you're his perfect girl. Why wouldn't you like it? When he asks you to kiss him back, you press your lips against his. When he asks you to hug him, you wrap your arms around him. When he embraces you, you're filled with nothing but happiness. I hope that you're happy. At least, I don't really know. Can you even feel? Or are your heart and mind as cold and hard as stone? Yumeko? No answer.
I didn't like this ending. At all. This is definitely ending.
Congratulations, Pygmalion. This is what you wished for. Now, you have your ivory girl, brought to life with nothing but your love. The perfect statue.
Ending unlocked. I sat quietly because I was just so engulfed in the story. The statue. So that's 2. Now, took a while to get both of those, but we're gonna go back in, and we already read this. Return to the start. Gallery. So we have the statue, the wife, and now there's something else locked. I'm gonna go back in and try to get it, but I'm not gonna make you guys go back and watch that with me. So let's get started. So I think this is where that last ending is. We have to reject this life.
The doctor's face approaches yours. You can feel the heat of his breath. He smells like onions and garlic.
Oh, sir, I may be the perfect wife, but if you're going to expect me to be the perfect wife, sir, you could at least brush your teeth, you funky mouth, dirty, ugly, misogynistic weirdo. Ew. No way was he gonna sit here and put that funk booty breath on me. I'm over here washing my booty and you're just eating the smell from it. That you're probably drinking the water. You drinking that nasty booty water? That's what you're doing? Ew. Disgusting.
Anger flares inside of you like a lit match.
I don't want this.
You don't want this man. You don't want this life. You reach up and take his throat in your hands. He's surprised at first. He doesn't know how to react. He tries to pull away, but you yank him closer. He tries to speak, to order you to release him. But before he can, you squeeze. You knock him over onto the floor. You pin him to the ground. The doctor struggles underneath you, his body writhing like a dying fish. But you're heavier, stronger. Underneath the feminine facade, the layer of soft flesh is a hard metal endoskeleton.
I mean, yeah, she's got the power to do what she wants.
You press your knees across his chest and arms, flattening him to the ground as you wrap your hands around his throat. Tighter, tighter. His face turns red, and his eyes bug out of their sockets. Tears run down his cheeks. He looks miserable. You almost feel sorry for him. There is some pity in your heart for the doctor. He's your god, after all. He created you, tried to carve you to his preferences, to his impression of what a woman should be. And just like how he created you, the doctor was also created. He was created by his parents, his friends, his colleagues, and all the people around him. They wore him down and carved him into a hollow shell of masculinity, until there was nothing left except hatred for himself and the world around him.
I'm not going to say hatred for the world, but you're going to say hatred for women because they're not liking him the way he likes them. Okay, I'm sorry, let's keep going.
For a moment, your heart wavers. Your resolve trembles like a candle in the wind. Maybe marrying him wouldn't be so bad. He's just insecure. He's under social pressures, like you. Maybe he'll change. He's not such a bad guy. No one's perfect. Besides, what will you do if you're not his wife? If you're not the mother of his children?
Live a better life.
But then you see his mouth flap. No words come out. You remember the poison that he spewed for hours on end. You're filled with a sense of relief, knowing that he will never speak again. You squeeze tighter.
I want to be free. I don't want to be trapped in a dark box anymore. Not in your computer, or your apartment, or your cage.
Slowly, he stops struggling. His arms go limp at his sides. His mouth stops moving. His eyes lose their desperation, going flat and glassy.
Okay, it wasn't going. I was supposed to say, oh no, did it freaking freeze?
You take your hands from his neck. He slumps onto the floor. You look at his body. He was your creator, but you feel no sadness or guilt. Instead, you feel lighter. The pressure of your future is no longer crushing you under its weight. You look around the darkened apartment. Brightness is leaking through the crack underneath the front door.
Oh, she looks happy, even though she just committed a murder.
You open it. Light streams through, bathing you in its warmth. You hesitate for a moment. You're not sure what will happen after you step over the threshold. Where will you go? What will you be? You're not quite sure who you are, but you can't wait to find out. As you step through the door, you take a deep breath. The air tastes sweet in your lungs.
Goodbye, Pygmalion.
That is... okay, alright.
Congratulations, Galatea. You're finally a real girl.
Yay! Ending unlocked. The woman That was every ending, I believe. Unless something secretly. Okay, no, that was every ending. Creator, when I tell you the voice actors did good, the characters were made perfectly, everything was. I love a game when I play a game and everything's perfect, down to like the little micro things that you wouldn't even pay attention to. It was all perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I was having a little bit of computer issues on my end. It has nothing to do with the game, so don't judge the game by my playthrough. Go play this yourself. I will leave all the information in the description box below. This was a great game. I will see all of you guys in the next episode. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Please stay safe and don't go crazy and don't be toxic.